Hi, third grade. Today we're going to begin Unit 11, Week 2. Repeat after me. A-W, saw, ah. A-U, August, ah. O-Y, boy, oi. O-I, coin, oi. I-G-H, light, I. E-A, bread, eh. E-A, eat, e. E-I, ceiling, e. I-E, peace, e. E-Y, key, e. Nice work. Now let's go ahead and listen to our new concept for today.
Hi friends, I'm Mrs. Keogh and I'm a literacy specialist with Wilson Language Training. Today we're going to be working on Unit 11, Week 2, Day 1. We're going to be learning about more contractions. So are you ready to learn a lot more? Remember, you do have in your castle book, in your student notebook, on page 40 and 41, you have got your making contractions pages that you can always refer to should you have any questions about how to make or unmake a contraction. All right, well, let's get started. Let me show you this first one. So we always start off with this word. So what is this word? They. What do I have over here? The word are. So I have they are. So they are here right now. So how am I going to change this into a contraction? Well, take a look at what I need to do. So for they are, I'm going to drop or get rid of that A, but with contractions, what do I need to do? That's right, I need to replace it with my apostrophe, and then I can scoot over my R and my E. So let's read it. They're here today. So they are here today. They are here today. Let's try another one. Ready? Let's read these two words. We are. We are here today. Let's make it into a contraction. Think about what I'm doing. What do? Point to what I'm going to take away. The letter A. Tell me what I need to bring down. The apostrophe. And with your two fingers, help me scoot over this R and the E. Good. Now, what word do I have? We're here today. We are here today. We're here today. Nicely done. Let's do one more. Make some room there. Let's read it. You are here today. Tell me what to do. What do I take away? The A. What do I put in place of it? The apostrophe. And what do I do with the R and E? Scoot them over. Now read it. You're here today. You are here today. You are here today. Very good. With all of these words that we're using, the word are that we had to change a little bit to help make it a contraction. Let's do some more. Now let's work on some more contractions. This time we're going to use the word will to go with our contractions. Or when we make our contractions, we'll have to figure out what to do. So let's do this first. Let's read what we have. He will. He will help us do this work. So watch what I have to do to make this into a contraction. So to make the words he will into a contraction, I need to take away two letters. I'm going to take away the W and the I and replace them with an apostrophe, and then bring over those two L's that are left. So now let's read what we have left. He'll be here to help us. He will be here to help us. He'll be here to help us. All right, let's try another one. Oops. Okay, let's read what we have. She will. She will help us. Tell me what I need to do. What do I take away? The W and the I. But I have to replace it with something. What do I replace it with? An apostrophe. Am I done? No. What do I need to do? Bring over the two L's. Now let's read it. She'll help us today. She will. She'll. Okay, let's do one more. Ready? Here we go. They will. They will help us today. Tell me what to do. Take away the W and the I. Replace it with the apostrophe. Bring over my two L's. Now let's read it. They'll help us today. They'll be here today. They will. They'll. Good work. Are you ready for more? Let's do another set. Now let's take a look at what will we do with this word, would, if we want to make it part of a contraction. So here we go. Let's read what we have. I would like to go to the park with you. I would. Now watch what I have to do to turn this into a contraction. What am I going to have to take away? I have to take away the W, the O, the U, and the L. All get taken away and replaced with an apostrophe. Here's my apostrophe. And I bring over my D. So I would becomes I'd. I'd like to go to the park with you. Let's try another one. Bring this whole word back. Okay, let's read what we have. We would like to go to the park. Tell me, what do I have to do to make these two words into a contraction? Take away W-O-U-L. Take all that away. What do I replace it all with? An apostrophe. And what do I do with the D? To bring it over. It's to come a long way over. And now what word do I have? We'd. We'd like to go to the park today. Let's do one more with would. Here we go. Let's bring back this whole word, would, including the D. Let's read what we have. She would. She would like to go to the park with us. Let's make it into a contraction. What do I take away? Tell me. W-O-U-L. Whoops. Goes away. What do I do? Replace all of those letters with the apostrophe. And what do I do with the D? Bring it over. And now what word do I have? She'd. She'd like to go to the park with us today. There you go. Good job. All right, let's do a few more. All right, let's work on a few more contractions. Remember, if you have any questions about contractions, you've got your Castle book, your student notebook, that has those 2 pages for you to look at if you have questions about contractions. All right, let's keep going. Now you can see that I have the word have here. So we're going to see what we do to make have into a contraction with other words. So here we go. Let's read these. We have time to work on this. So let's see. Watch what I'm going to have to do to make this into a contraction. So I'm going to take away the H and the A, replace it with my apostrophe, bring over my V and my E. Now, what word do I have? We've. We've been working on these today. We have been working on contractions today. We've been working on contractions today. All right, let's try have with another word and see if you can tell me what I will need to do. First, let's read it. They have. They have been doing this. Tell me, what do I take away? My H and my A. What do I replace it with? My apostrophe. And what do I do with my V and my E? Scoot it over. Now let's read it. They've. They've been helping us today. They've been helping us today. Came from they have. Let's try one more. Ready? Let's read them. You have. You have been helping me today. What do I do? Tell me. Take away the H and the A. Replace it with the apostrophe. And what do I do with my V and E? Scoot them over. And now what do we have? You've. You've been helping me today. Good work. All right, so let me get a few more words up here. I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to leave that there. What is that one called? That's right. That is the apostrophe. So let's move this out of here until it has time for it to move in. And let's take a look at this word. What is that word? Has. So let's see what we're going to do if we want to use has as part of our contractions. Here we go. Let's read it. It has. Watch what I have to do to make this into a contraction. I'm going to take away the H and the A, replace it with my apostrophe, scoot over that S. Now I have this one, it's. But if you'll remember the other day when we were doing this, we had it's, but it was it is. It is time to play on the playground. But this one came from it has, it's. So if you are reading it, you'll be able to tell which you'll say it and then you'll know what it is by the context of what you're reading. But if you're hearing it, you're going to need somebody to tell you a sentence so you know whether it's a contraction of it is or it has. So be careful with that one. So it's it's comes from it has as well. It has been a hot day. It's been a hot day. All right, let's do one more. Here we go. He has. He has been here today. So what am I going to do to change it? Tell me. Take away the H and the A. Replace it with the apostrophe and scoot over that S. Now it says he's. He has been playing ball. He's been playing ball. So again, when we have has, we're going to want to ask because we also have he's. He is playing ball. He has been playing ball. He's. So be very careful with those. All right, let's do one more set. So I'm going to leave my apostrophe, take away these, and let's see what word we're going to use. Had. All right, I think you know kind of what we're doing here, so let me put this up here. I had. Ready? What do I do? That's right. I'm going to take away the H and the A and replace it with the apostrophe. And what do I do with the D? I scoot it over. Now what word do I have? I'd. There you go. I'd. Now let's try one more. Here we go. Read it. They had. They had. What do I do to change it? Drop the H and the A. Bring down my apostrophe. Scoot over my D. And what do I have? They. All right, so just remember that if you ever have any questions on any of these, you can always go to your student notebook and take a look in here, and they will have everything that you need to know about contractions. Good work today, and I'll see you soon.
Okay. Wow. That was a lot of different contractions we were building in today's lesson, but she's right. If you use page 40 and 41 as a cheat sheet to help you until you get those rules memorized, it'll be so helpful. All right. We do have one word of the day today that we're going to finish up our lesson with. And the original two words are we are. We are having so much fun learning contractions, right? How do we make this into a contraction? Do you remember the rule when you're adding are? You keep the first word the same, right? This one is not an exception. So I'm keeping WE for we. And then what do you remember? If you can look at page 40 and 41, you're allowed. Right, we get rid of the A and replace it with an apostrophe. I'll make that an apostrophe here in a second. And then what do? Scooch over the R, scooch over the E. Right, go ahead. Let me get this on. So we are having a great time learning about contractions. You could also say, we're having a great time. Okay, we are going, I just used another one. We're going to go ahead and add that into our student notebook. So in your vocabulary section, find the W's. I believe I put this on page 82. What page? 82. Right. Okay, so we've had won't as a word of the day. We've had can't. And now here's our third contraction, we're. And if you remember, you're going to put the contraction first on the top of page 82 equals we are. Okay, so pause the video to get the word of the day down, and then we'll go ahead and I'll show you the rest of the sentence. Okay, the sentence is, we're going to the park after school. That means we are going to the park, but make sure you're using the contraction form. We're going to the park after school. Okay, did you put a capital letter? Punctuation at the end, and then please, please, please scoop it up. Some of you might think it makes sense to say, we're going to the park after school and do 3 scoops. That works too. Okay, pause your video if you need more time with that. All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for joining me. See you next time.